Hey, it's Michael from Contractors Edge, and I want to thank you for joining me in this short video. At Contractors Edge, we're about helping contractors grow their business by implementing and optimizing marketing systems in four critical areas so that they can focus on what they do best, running their business. What I think you're going to see very quickly is that we are very different than any other marketing company you've come across before. But before I get into it, I want to ask you a silly question. If you had a marketing genie in a bottle and you can make just one wish, what would you change about your business's marketing? Because most contractors we speak to rely on word of mouth to keep them in business. And that's because word of mouth referrals are the best quality leads. And word of mouth is the lowest barrier to entry that requires no marketing skills or upfront costs. And while there's absolutely nothing wrong with word of mouth referrals, these contractors are putting a lot of faith in that phone ringing when they rely on just word of mouth. Because when that referral well runs dry, these contractors find themselves in scramble mode. And the uncertainty of not knowing where that next job is coming from can cause an immense amount of stress and pretty much put their business on life support. So, the most important thing contractors can do for their business is to have marketing systems in place that keep the phone ringing. So that way, they're always filling their bucket with new opportunities. And that way, they're not worrying about where their next job is coming from. It's our experience that most small businesses struggle with their marketing because they get sold on investing in creative advertising campaigns, expensive websites, and spending time trying to keep up with social media. But that's just not getting the results that they're hoping for because they are missing a crucial foundation of marketing systems that will allow them to take advantage of those investments. So they're spending money and doing a lot of hustle, but it feels like wasted effort, like they are going on a hamster wheel and not getting anywhere. Does that feel familiar at all? Well, let me tell you, it's not unusual for contractors to feel that way. So, hypothetically speaking, if there was an easier way to get more leads, to have a marketing system that doesn't require a lot of your time and attention, and you could start seeing results almost immediately. On a scale of 1 to 10, how interested would you be in that? Let me introduce you to the Contractors Edge system. Now, there are four marketing systems we call the 4 R's, and every business needs to plan and optimize in order to maximize their growth. And most businesses, especially contractors, are completely missing the ball altogether. The 4 R's are reputation, resell, reach, and retargeting. So let's start with number one, reputation. It's never been easier for potential customers to find out what others think about your business. As you know, nowadays, people search online before they buy, myself included. We know that people put a lot of stock in what they read online. In fact, studies show that 74% of US consumers choose to do business based on online feedback, even when it's from total strangers. This probably isn't anything new to you. And there's a decent chance, like most of the businesses I talk to, you are not very pleased about some of the things people have written about you or haven't written about you, namely not leaving a review. But reputation is much more than just reviews. Your reputation is established by factors like having a professional website, how fast that website loads, if it's mobile optimized, other things like how easy are you to reach and get a response from, and are you active on social media and publishing content. As I'm sure you recognize, these are all factors that impact how you personally think about the businesses you buy from, and it's how today's consumers are now evaluating yours. Now, for number two, resell. Once you've done all the hard work of getting a customer, you need to make sure to maximize the lifetime value, or in marketing speak, LTV of that customer. And that means increasing the dollar value of each transaction or by increasing the frequency that customers buy. either by offering add on services or upsells, or by simply making sure that you're following up with them to let them know that you're still in business. As they say, the fortune is in the follow up. And just about every business is sitting on a gold mine of customers that they've previously done business with and that would gladly do business with them again. But you've simply lost touch. These days, there are so many cost effective and trackable ways to follow up and bring customers back to your business, from email newsletters to SMS campaigns to retargeting ads. We can utilize all of them to make sure you're maximizing each opportunity. Those first two systems, reputation and resell, are really the foundation of success for every business. Building and protecting your reputation and making the most of every customer opportunity need to be prioritized before it makes sense to invest in expensive advertising or other creative growth strategies. Otherwise, it's unlikely those campaigns will produce the results you're looking for. Does that make sense? Great. Now, once those systems are in place, a business can focus on expansion, which is why the next two systems are designed to accelerate growth. Number three is reach. A business that wants to grow needs to make sure that more people know about it today than did yesterday. So if you're not meeting new people and telling them about your services, you're not developing a pipeline of potential new customers, and you are going to see fewer sales in the future as a result. Most businesses are passive about this, meaning they are hoping that referrals and word of mouth will do the trick. That is the easy way out. We like to say that hope is not a strategy. So we recommend a more proactive approach to getting your business more visibility that includes paid advertising and marketing strategically designed offers to bring in new customers. Finally, the reality is no matter how good of a job you do with these three systems we just discussed, the far majority of prospects won't do business with you the first time they land on your website or hear your business's name. Which brings us to number 4, retarget. There is an old rule of 7 in marketing that says a consumer needs an average of 7 impressions before a prospect remembers your business and is likely to take some sort of action. Retargeting allows us to make sure that prospects that have already demonstrated some degree of interest in doing business with you, like they've already visited your website, are going to continue to see your business over and over again by showing them ads over time. Because these ads are directed at warm prospects, and therefore it's the highest return on investment advertising you'll ever do. So to sum it up, it's our experience that maximizing any of these R's can lead to 25% growth in your business, and maximizing all 4 R's gets a compounding effect, helping a business really get explosive growth. Does that make sense? Do you see how having the marketing systems in place to optimize each of these 4 R's could maximize the growth of your business and result in you no longer relying on word of mouth referrals to keep the lights on? One thing I'd really like to make clear is that this is critical to growing a successful business. So, how are we going to execute those 4 R's? We do that with our 4-phase implementation roadmap. Phase 1, the audit. This is where we determine critical gaps in your marketing systems and clarify how we will get you from where you're at to where you want to be. Phase 2, the surge. This is where we level up the weakest areas of your marketing systems that we determined in phase 1 for your growth and success with our Edge system. During this phase, we also onboard each customer into our services, demonstrate how to use the new tools and systems, and then provide follow-up training as necessary to fill in the gaps. We also have introduced how-to articles for our software and 24/7 chat support. Phase 3, accelerate. This is where we lay out a high-level plan for the next quarter to 12 months in order to implement next-level services that'll help you maximize your growth, if it's a good fit for you based on your goals and your budget. Finally, phase 4, constant and never-ending improvement. This is where we build our long-term relationship and commitment to working with you to continue to improve your systems over time. We do this with quarterly business reviews to determine potential opportunities, to clarify your goals, and to set new plans. We always want to stay cutting edge in our industry, and we implement constant and never-ending improvement into our business, including some new tools that we will soon be adding like AI. So we've reached the end here, and let me wrap up by asking, how much would this edge system be worth to you as a business owner? Now, based on what you've seen, there's two ways that you can go. Number one, you can go back and think about it, or take what you've learned and try to implement it into your business on your own. Or I can show you how our edge system will work for your specific business during a 30-minute no obligation consultation call. I've seen our system literally transform our customers' businesses, and I want that for you too. So click the link here to schedule it, and I'll talk to you soon.